Number 3, Adrian Smith. Number 11, Josh Wilson. Number 12, Ethan Colton. And number 24, Zion River. The Broncos are coached by Jeremy Adams. Tonight's officials are Tanner Reese and Randy Cole. Foul on Broncos, Colton. Team start. Timeout, Delaware. Foul, Wilson, number 11. Foul on Pepper, his second. Pass is good by Pepper. Two-point pass is good by Pepper. Pass by Pepper. Right. Foul on Colton is second. Seven. Foul on Shenandoah, number 20, Jackson. First time. Foul on Shenandoah. All right. Second. Caroline Final Whistler, Team 6. Davis on the game. Sorry, Shenandoah. 30 seconds. Shenandoah, Davis. Shenandoah, Davis. His second. Anyone? The second. Second down. There's number 40, Davis. His third. Hartley,
Test 1 2. Test 1 2. Test 1, 2.
Hello once again, and welcome to Daleville High School, where the Daleville Broncos will be taking on the Shenandoah Raiders in an important early season contest, a Mid-Eastern Conference contest, and the opening regular season game for both squads. We're coming to you on Daleville Athletics, and before we look at the matchups, I will let you know that the JV Broncos were victorious in a big win tonight over Shenandoah, 53-38. The Shenandoah Raiders are coming off a 2020-21 season where they had a glittering 25-4 record. They were Mid-Eastern Conference champions, Henry County champions, and 2A Sectional 41 champions. And their season came to an end last year, falling 52-33 in the regional championship game to Park Heritage. The bad news for Shenandoah is that an outstanding senior class graduated, and they lost about 90% of their scoring. But there don't need to be too many tears shed for Shenandoah, I'm sure, as veteran head coach Dave McCullough will certainly have them playing at a high level here very soon in this early young basketball season. The Daleville Broncos, last year they finished 8-12. They were 3-6 in the Mid-Eastern Conference, which was good for sixth place. They lost to Tri-Central in the first round of the Westdale sectional by the score of 64-56. And new coach Ashley Faust will be roaming the sideline for the Broncos this year, and she welcomes back several veteran players, including Travion Johnson, Dylan Scott, and Robert Wilson, as well as several other veterans that they will be looked to lead the Broncos this season. We're going to take a break and come back, and when we get back to you, we'll give you the starting lineups. This is Bronco basketball and Daleville Athletics. Here are the starting lineups. First for the visiting Shenandoah Raiders, starting at one guard will be number 3, Jack Stevens. He's a 6'2 senior, two-time varsity letterman. Also at another guard will be Jordan Zodi. He wears number 5. He's a 5'8 senior. At a third guard will be Carson Brookbank. He wears number 24. He's 6 foot tall. He's a junior. He averaged 1 point, 1 rebound, and 1 assist last year. At one forward will be Jasper Campbell. He wears number 10. He's 6'4", and he averaged 6.5 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists last season. And at the other forward will be Lucas Mills. He wears number 11. He is a 6'1 senior. He averaged 1 point and 1 rebound a season ago. Now for the Daleville Broncos, starting at one guard will be number 2, Merrick Adams. He is a sophomore, averaged 6 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist last year. At another guard will be Camden Leisure. He wears number 3. He's a senior, averaged 6.5 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists last year. At a third guard will be Dylan Scott. He wears number 5. He is a junior, averaged 7.5 points, 3 rebounds, and 1.5 assists last year. At 1-4 will be number 23, Travion Johnson. He's a senior. He averaged 14 points, 6.5 rebounds, 2 assists. And at the other forward will be Robert Wilson. He wears number 24. He's a senior. He averages 2 points and one. And we are just about ready, I believe, for the starting lineups and to be announced by the PA announcer and the national anthem.
And welcome to Paul Garrison Court for tonight's matchup between Shenandoah Raiders and your Delville Broncos. Good sportsmanship is one of the primary purposes of athletics. Our student athletes recognize that judgment calls by coaches, officials, and themselves are made in good faith and should be respected. Spectators can support both of these teams by refraining from derogatory. Coaches will enjoy the game and support the students in a positive and sports-like manner. Now, please rise and remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem.
And bright stars through the perilous sky, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed. And rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Introducing our visitors from Shenandoah, your Raider basketball. First for your mountain starters. Number 12, Henry Price. Number 20, Kenyon Troxel. Number 22, AJ Denny. Number 32, Ray Hartley. And number 33, Reddit. Now for the starting lineup. Number 3, Jack Stevens. Number 5, William Zoe. Number 10, Jasper Kennedy. Number 11, Lucas Mills. And number 24, Carson Rogan. All right, you Bronco fans, get on your feet and clap your hands. Introducing your non-starters for the Broncos. Sophomore, number 11, Keith Farrell. Number 12, Dylan Roman. Number 15, Justin Grant. Number 21, Carson Buck. Number 31, Owen Crabb. And now, we're starting lineup. He's a sophomore. Number 2, he's a junior, number 5, Dylan Scott. He's a senior, number 3. He's been fighting Campbell Leader. This man can score. He's going to lead us to victory, number 23, Taylor Cooper. He's number 24, Robert Wilson. Officials Ryder, Mike Bailey, Matt Baldwin, and Red Frank.
We are just about ready to get things started here at Daleville. Stepping in to jump it up for the Broncos will be number 2, Merrick Adams. He'll be jumping up against Campbell of Shenandoah. Tap is up and controlled by the Broncos. Travion Johnson, he gives it off to Camden Leisure in the backcourt. Broncos working against the Shenandoah man-to-man early going to go high right side with it to Scott. Scott penetrates, dumps off the left wing to Adams. Adams three-pointer off the back iron, rims out no good. Loose and fought for, finally cleared off by Campbell of Shenandoah. Campbell, top of the key, being guarded by Johnson. Drives right wing, goes back door. Inside it goes up and score it for Stevens of Shenandoah. Makes it 2-0 Raiders. Camden Leisure now between the circles for the Broncos. Dribbles high left side. Leisure being guarded closely, penetrates left wing, goes down the corner with it to Adams. Adams dribbles back up, skips it across to Scott. Scott goes down baseline to Wilson, back out to Scott. Three-pointer right wing off the iron, no rebound. It is cleared off by Mills of Shenandoah. He gives it off to Campbell. Campbell into the front court, being guarded by Travion Johnson. Goes high right wing with it to Mills. Mills, top of the key now. They go with it to Stevens. Now goes right down the baseline with it to Mills. They kick it down left wing. Shots up by Campbell. It's blocked away by Johnson, but picked up loose balls, put up and no good by Mills of Shenandoah. Loose balls fought for. Finally picked up by Campbell. He drives the lane, puts up a left-hand shot. It's no good. He draws the foul, so Campbell will go to the line for Shenandoah.
Foul number 5, Scott, his first team's first.
Foul goes against Dylan Scott of the Broncos. Jasper Campbell's first free throws up and good for Shenandoah. Campbell's second one. In and out, no good. Rebound scored off of Johnson of the Broncos. They give it off to Camden Leisure. Leisure high right side, being guarded closely. Skips it near side to Scott. Scott's three-pointer left wing is in and out, no good. Rebound loose, fought for it, and still loose on the court. Finally is knocked out of bounds. They say last touched by Brookbank of Shenandoah to give the ball back over to the Broncos. Leisure in the backcourt for the Broncos in no hurry. Goes high right side with it to Scott, now to Johnson, and work around near side to Adams. Adams looks. Leisure now right wing to Scott. Scott looks. Goes high post to Johnson, hand off back to Scott. 14-footer straight away short. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Broncos. Will give the ball back over to Shenandoah. 3-0 Raiders here in the early going. Stevens now walks the ball up court for Shenandoah. Neither team in too big of a hurry here in the opening couple minutes of the ball game. Height, it comes near side with it down to Brookbank. Now on the baseline to Stevens. They go down inside to Campbell. Campbell shot inside. Up is good, and he's fouled. So the Raiders have a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Foul goes against Robert Wilson. Campbell's only free throw is up and good. Up with it quickly for Daleville. Adams, three-pointer, left wing, in and out, no good. Broncos can't get a shot to fall. It's knocked out of bounds off Shenandoah. Broncos will retain possession as the Bronco player went down hard. Camden Leisure will trigger the ball in bounds for Daleville. He lobs it into Johnson. Johnson in the lane, little jump shot. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound scored off by Campbell of Shenandoah. Campbell being guarded by Johnson, drives the lane, picks it off left wing, knocked away momentarily, but picked up there by Brookbank. Brookbank tries to shovel pass inside, but it's knocked away, picked up by Leisure of Daleville. He takes the court and scores. Camden Leisure puts the Broncos on the scoreboard, trims the lead to 6-2. Campbell being guarded by Johnson. Looks, goes high left side with it to Brookbank. Brookbank goes high post with it to Mills. Mills gives it off to Campbell. Campbell drives right baseline. He's cut off. He skips it out. We got a whistle. They say that Mills stepped on the out of bounds line, gives the ball back over to Daleville. Leisure looks for some instructions from the bench. Shenandoah on a man-to-man defense. Neither team putting on any pressure much past the three-point arc here so far. Adams goes down inside to Johnson. He kicks it out to Leisure. Leisure's three-pointers in and out, no good. Robert Wilson gets a hand on the rebound, knocks away. It's loose on the floor. Looked like he traveled, but we'll take the no call. But up with it now is Campbell for Shenandoah. Campbell now between the circles. Uses the ball screen, drives right side, skips it across to Stevens. Stevens looks, drives left baseline, puts up a little runner in the lane, up and good. Jack Stevens scores. It puts the Raiders up by an 8-2 count. High right side, it goes to Scott. Scott for Daleville gets it back out on top to Leisure. Leisure between the circles. Back to Scott, high right side. He penetrates, backs it back out. Dribbles between leg, comes near side to Adams. Adams three-pointers, too strong. Rebound pulled off by Wilson, has it knocked away momentarily. He kicks it out to Johnson, now to Leisure, high right side. Uses the ball screen from Wilson, spin dribble in the lane, double pump, up and good. Nice bucket there by Camden Leisure, pulls the Broncos back into the fourth. 3:20 to go here, quarter number one, 4-point ball game. Broncos trail it. Stevens now, high left side. Comes high post to Mills. Mills goes right wing to Campbell. Campbell looks, being guarded by Johnson. Looks again, picks up his dribble, goes down inside. Tried to go to Mills, but it's knocked away by Johnson. I think they're going to get, it's knocked away by Wilson. I think they're going to get Robert on the foul, and that may be his second. They say it's just his first. Shenandoah triggers the ball and bounces to Mills. He puts up a shot, and the lane's no good. Partially blocked, and up with Robert Wilson. For Daleville, he gives it off to Camden Leisure. Leisure with it, high right side. Goes right wing with it to Scott. Scott penetrates, centers it, picks up his dribble, looks, comes near side to Adams. Adams, left wing. Picks up his dribble, comes back high right side to Leisure. Leisure penetrates into the lane, has it knocked away momentarily, regains possession ball, gets it off to Scott. Scott's three-pointer left wings off the front iron. Broncos still looking for an outside shot to fall. Leisure drives the lane, puts up a shot, it's no good, but we're going to get a blocking foul against Zodi of Shenandoah. The Bronco basketball underneath. Merrick Adams will trigger it in. 8-4 your score, 2:28 to go, quarter number one. Adams looks, gives it high in the backcourt to Leisure, goes high post to Adams. Adams turnaround 14-footers, too strong, loose ball. Last touched by, they say, Daleville off Robert Wilson, I believe, gives the ball back to the Raiders. Stevens walks it up slowly. Goes to Campbell. Campbell high left side. Directs traffic. Looking. Drives right wing. He's cut off. Loses the ball. And he slips and falls down. They're going to call Campbell for the travel. Broncos will take possession once again. Relatively low scoring first quarter here. Just 12 points by both teams combined. Merrick Adams with it for Daleville. Gives it off to Scott. Top to key now near side. It comes to Leisure down on the baseline to Adams. Adams shot fakes. Looks, goes down inside to Johnson. Johnson kicks it out on top to Leisure. Leisure penetrates left lane. Crosses over. Tries to skip it across to Scott, but it's stolen away by Stevens of Shenandoah. Stevens crossed into the front court. Step back in the back court. It's going to be a turnover against the Raiders. We're under 2 minutes now to go here, quarter number one. Travion Johnson triggered the ball in bounds. Broncos still stuck on 4 points. Leisure goes high right side with it to Scott. Scott gives it off now to Adams. Adams now to Leisure, who tries to feed Johnson. Has it knocked away, but he kicks it back out to Leisure. Left baseline, 3-pointers in and out, no good. Rebound squared off by Campbell of Shenandoah. Campbell now into the front court, directs traffic. Raiders going to one box set with a dribble and dribble to the right wing is Campbell. They say he stuck out his forearm. Going to get an offensive foul against Shenandoah. Gives the ball back to Delta. Leisure into the front court. Goes high right side to Adams. Adams uses the ball screen from Wilson. Comes near side with it to Scott. Scott penetrates into the lane. Loses it. Picked up by Stevens of Shenandoah. He's on the break. Leaves the break. Goes down to the lane. Puts it up. No good. Rebound's cleared off by Johnson. He loses it. Regains possession. They give it up to Robert Wilson. Wilson into the front court. Picks up his dribble finally. Gives it now off to Scott. High right side. Scott backs it out. 43 seconds to play here, quarter number one. Scott drives right baseline. He's cut off, picks up his dribble, goes out on top to Adams at his three-pointer. Straight away, finally goes down. First three-pointer there by Daleville pulls the Broncos to within one. 8-7 here at the 32nd mark of the first quarter. Campbell into the front court for Shenandoah. Looks like they're going to hold for one shot as we're down 20 seconds. Campbell on the dribble, high left side. Nobody within 10 feet of him. Now Travion Johnson comes out and puts a little bit of pressure on. Now we're down to 9 seconds. Campbell still with it. Goes high up top to Stevens. Stevens looks up with a wild three-pointer. It's no good. Loose and fought for. Stevens gets the only one. Throws it back up. No good. Campbell tips it in at the buzzer to give the Shenandoah Raiders a 10-7 lead here at the end of the first quarter. We'll take a short break. You're listening to Bronco Basketball and Denver Athletics. $10-7 your score. Just about getting things ready to go here at the second quarter play. Statistics were relatively even there in the first quarter. 4 turnovers for Shenandoah, 3 for Daleville. Didn't have a large bearing on the first quarter of play there. It'll be Shenandoah basketball. Near side. Stevens will trigger it in. That is Jack Stevens. He gets the ball inbounds to Campbell. Jasper Campbell into the front court with it for the Raiders. Campbell now dribbles left wing, looks back door. Broncos take it away. They go high post now to Mills. Mills with the high post gives it off to Brookbank down the baseline. It goes to a new player in the lineup for Shenandoah, and that is A.J. Demick, who quickly buries a three, puts them up 16-7 as the Broncos drive the lane. That was Camden Leisure who drove the lane. We're going to get a foul call against Shenandoah on the floor, so Bronco basketball out underneath their own basket. Leisure lobs it into Johnson in the lane. He's on the dribble. Oh, tries to kick it out, but it's knocked away and stolen away by Shenandoah. 3 or 4 players touch it there, finally give it off to Campbell of the Raiders as he walks it into the front court. Broncos trail it by 6. Early going second quarter. Goes high right side with it. And down on the baseline now to Stevens. Stevens goes inside to Mills. Mills in the lane, in some trouble. Finally puts up a jump shot and puts it in. And that extends the Raider lead to 8. Up with it quickly for the Broncos is Camden Leisure. He drives in the lane, has it knocked away, and we're going to get a foul called against Shenandoah. And that goes against Demick, I believe. His second, the team's 4th. Leisure at the line to shoot 2. First one's off the back iron, no good. Substitution for Daleville. Robert Wilson sits down, and in the lineup for the first time tonight is Owen Crabb. Leisure readies the second free throw. It's up and good. Makes it a 15-8 contest. Campbell in the backcourt goes to Stevens. Broncos pick up with some three-quarter court pressure now. Goes down the baseline to Brookbank. Skips it across the near side. Campbell with it right wing. Campbell inside it goes. They kick it out. There's another three-pointer off the iron. It bounces in. 2 straight three-pointers there by the Raiders. Makes it an 18-8 ball game. But Campbell Leisure comes back quickly with a 17-footer, making it an 18-10 ball game. The three-pointer there was by Demick of Shenandoah. He's hit 2 since he's come into the ballgame. Broncos trapping in the front court. Skip pass by Shenandoah. Campbell with it now down the baseline back to Demick. Demick's three-pointer in and out. The rebound is put back in by Campbell. Makes it a 20-10 Shenandoah lead. Leisure up with it quickly. Goes right side to Merrick Adams. He buries a 3. Makes it a 20-13 ball game. Broncos still on that three-quarter court pressure, but Shenandoah breaks it easily. They go down inside with it. Go to the Raiders, but it's stolen away by Travion Johnson. Johnson, a runner in the lane, is up and good. Travion Johnson will now go to the line with a chance for the three-point play. It would be very beneficial for Daleville, no doubt, if they can get Travion warmed up here, as I believe that's his first basket of the ball game. Foul went against Demick of Shenandoah. Travion Johnson, free throw, off the iron, no good, but putback is no good by Crabb. Crabb gets his rebound, pulls it out now, and he's going to give it off to Leisure. Leisure penetrates the lane. Broncos with a chance to cut into that lead even further as Leisure puts up a wild shot, no good. Rebound split off by Stevens and the Raiders. They get it up quickly to Brookbank. Brookbank now to Stevens, high left side. Stevens being guarded by Scott. Goes high post with it to Campbell. Campbell looking. They go backdoor with it. Nice backdoor pass from Campbell inside to Brookbank. Makes it a 22-15 Raider lead. High right side with it for the Broncos is Scott. Scott picks up his dribble, goes inside to Crabb. Crabb has it blocked away, but Ola will go to the line with a chance to shoot a pair of free throws. Crabb's first free throws short off the front iron. Owen readies his second one. That one rolls around and falls. Makes it a 22-16 ball game. Raiders lead it by 6. Broncos in that three-quarter court. 1-2-1-1 press. They get it up to Zodi. Zodi drives right baseline, has it knocked away as he tried to feed Mills. but it's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Raiders will give the ball back to Daleville. Leisure in the backcourt gives it off to Scott. And looks like Shenandoah's going to come out in a 1-3-1 zone defense, not trapping as of yet. Near side, it comes to Camden Leisure. Now they trap, they lob it into to Johnson. Johnson grabs it, drives the left baseline, finger roll is good. Trims the Raider lead to 4, and with that, Shenandoah takes a timeout. 22-18 to score, 4:39 to go. Quarter number 2. We'll take another break. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. About ready to get things going again here, and it'll be Shenandoah basketball. They'll go to the length of the court, and we'll see what Daleville does. Broncos just 1 of 4 from the free throw line, contributed to this deficit, although they have made a nice run to get back within 4 points here. Stevens now. Broncos back there, trap up to half court. Stevens gets it across to Campbell, high left side. Campbell goes high post with it now to Mills, back to Campbell, high left side. Soft trap there by Daleville. They go down the baseline, and they force the turnover as Zodi tried to make a pass in the high post, but was knocked away, out of bounds, off of the Raiders. Gives the ball back over to the Broncos. Leisure into the front court. Gives it off to Scott. Shenandoah back into a man-to-man. Johnson with a three-pointer left wing is up and good. Travion Johnson with the three pulls the Broncos to within 1. 22-21 here, midway point of quarter number 2. Broncos in half-court trap. Shenandoah goes down the baseline to Brookbank. He gets inside to Campbell. Campbell drives it away with a whistle, and I think they're going to get Campbell on an offensive foul. Yep. Gives the ball back to the Broncos, and with that, Shenandoah takes another timeout. We'll take a short break. 22-21 your score. 3:55 to go. Quarter number 2. Quarter number 2. Be Daleville basketball. 3:53 to go here, quarter number 2. Broncos have pulled within 1 point, a chance to tie or take the lead as Travion Johnson scored 7 points here in the second quarter. He's come to life to pull the Broncos back within 1 point. Broncos with it, they go high right side with it. Scott, he penetrates, turnaround, jump shot, in and out, no good. Rebound scored off by Campbell. Broncos now in a 2-3 zone. This is the third defense we've seen them in. Third or fourth, actually. Stevens with it, high post, skips it down left side with it to Zodi. Zodi's three-pointer left baseline's air ball, no good. Loose and fought for. And we're going to get a foul against Shenandoah. Foul goes against Zodi. That's his third. And that will send Camden Leisure to the line as that's Shenandoah's 8th foul. Leisure's first free throw's up and good. That ties things up at Camden Leisure knocks down his second free throw, rattles out. He had an opportunity to go into double figures, misses. Travion Johnson gets the rebound, but the Broncos retain possession. Scott's three-pointer straight away puts the Broncos up by 3 here as we near the 3-minute mark of quarter number 2. Broncos with the first lead in some time. Stevens dribbles through the Bronco press, puts up a jump shot in the lane. It's no good. Rebounds loose and fought for out of bounds. Last touch by Shenandoah. Broncos were fortunate that possession. Shenandoah couldn't get the shot to fall. Ball was knocked around out of bounds. Broncos will have possession once again. Broncos lead it by 3. 2:55 to go here, quarter number 2. Leisure goes left side to Scott, has it knocked out of bounds. It'll be Bronco basketball still. Whistle. We got a 30-second timeout called by the Broncos. And as I was about ready to say, Camden Leisure missed his second free throw. He had a chance to go into double figures here in the first half if he would have knocked out one down. His point total does stay at 9, and Daleville holds on to a 25-22 lead as Dylan Scott knocked down that three-pointer off of the missed free throw by Leisure. The ball was fought around, kicked out to Scott. He buried it. That put the Broncos back up on top on top for the first time by 3 points. Broncos come back out with Adams, Crabb, Johnson, Leisure, and Scott. Shenandoah picks up with some tight man-to-man pressures. They deny the inbounds pass. Finally, they get it into Leisure in the backcourt. Leisure being guarded by Zodi. Broncos call a set play out of the timeout. Looks like Travion Johnson tries a spin move in the lane, but has it stolen away. Up with it for Shenandoah's Campbell. Campbell shot fakes left wing. Bronco fans wanted to travel, but they go down inside. Shots up, but no good. Campbell gets the rebound. He puts it up, no good. We're going to get a whistle and a foul against Daleville. That was Brookbank that missed the shot inside. Foul goes against Scott. So Carson Brookbank will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. His shot's too strong off the back iron, no good. Brookbank's second free throw, also too hard. Loose fought for, cleared off by Travion Johnson. Johnson with it up quickly, drives the lane, out of control. We got a whistle and a foul. And yep, foul goes against Johnson. As the defense is set, Travion, like I said, is a little bit out of control. So Shenandoah will get possession of the basketball once again. Stevens in the backcourt. Broncos in a 1-2-1-1 trap. He dribbles through the trap, goes down left baseline to Stevens. Stevens' three-pointer's up and good. Knocks things back up at 25. Up with the quickness for Daleville is Leisure. He penetrates the lane. We've got a blocking foul against Zodi of Shenandoah. And that is the 9th foul. And that's Zodi's 4th foul here in the second quarter. So Zodi sits down. Back into the lineup for the Raiders is A.J. Dummett. Leisure's free throws up and good. Puts Daleville back up on top by 1. He'll have another. Second free throw also good, makes it a 27-25 Bronco lead as we go under the 2-minute mark here of quarter number 1. Broncos still with some half-court pressure. Stevens across the front court, goes right wing to Campbell. Campbell lets fly with a 3 off the iron, no good. Rebound cleared off by the Raiders. Campbell loses it, but it's picked up by Leisure. He drives the lane, puts up a shot, no good. But Campbell will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And that foul for Shenandoah Goes against Lucas Mills, his first team's 10th. So the last minute 43 here of the second quarter, the Broncos will be shooting 2 free throws. First free throw by Leisure's up and good. Leisure's second free throw short. The rebound's cleared off. Long rebound comes off the Leisure. They go Crab left wing. His three-pointers off the back iron, no good. Finally cleared off by the Raiders. Brookbank. Now Stevens with it, working against that half-court pressure by Daleville. Go right wing with it now, down to Demick. Demick skips across. Campbell with it now, drives right baseline. Has a shot blocked by Crab. Now three-pointer by Demick. Staying out, no good. Rebound cleared off by Johnson. Johnson gets it off quickly to Leisure. Leisure right side spin dribble, puts up a wild shot off the backboard, no good. Cleared off by Shenandoah. Shenandoah gives it up to Stevens. Rebound was by Campbell. Stevens now a runner in the lane. Away onto the stage by Travion Johnson as Stevens wanted a foul, but he gets no call. They'll beat Shenandoah's basketball. Broncos hold on to that 28-25 lead. 105 to go here, quarter number 1. Campbell triggered the ball inbounds. Gets it to Demick. His three-pointers no good, but the rebound is gone. Daleville missed the block out. Mills put it back in. Makes it a 28-27 ball game. Cuts it to 1. Leisure into the lane. Has a shot blocked. Rebound's cleared off by the Raiders. Goes out of bounds. It's saved by Stevens and give it off to Campbell. 44 seconds to go here. Broncos lead it by 1. Shenandoah basketball. They go down on the baseline with it to Demick. Demick goes top of the key. Now right wing to Campbell. Campbell drives the baseline, puts up a layup. Puts Shenandoah back up on top by 1, 29-28. Here's we're under 30 seconds to play. Leisure in the front court. We'll see if Daleville holds for 1 shot. Shenandoah's in a man-to-man. Leisure's in no hurry. He's being guarded by Demick. Demick's not that close. Down to 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Leisure penetrates, has it knocked away, loose. Fought for, they give it up to Scott. Scott goes to the baseline. Three-pointer by Travion Johnson off the back iron. No good. And that's going to do it for the first half of the play. The Shenandoah Raiders lead the Daleville Broncos by the score of 29-28. We're going to take a couple-minute break. Hopefully be back with some halftime numbers. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. Back here at Daleville High School, where the Shenandoah Raiders hold a slim 29-28 lead at halftime. And I'm going to give over to Scott Hudson with some halftime numbers for you.
Halftime numbers here. The Daleville Broncos. Adams, 6 points. Camden Leisure has 12 points. He's also hit 5 of 8. He's 5 of 8 free throws in that. Dylan Scott hit 1 3-pointer. Travion Johnson had 7 points. All his points came in the second period. He also has 2 block shots. Owen Crabb has 1 point. The Daleville Broncos have 10 rebounds and 6 turnovers. If you look at the Shenandoah Raiders, they're leading right now by 1 point, 29-28. Jack Stevens has 7 points with 1-3. Jasper Campbell has kind of been the person that's done the damage inside for Shenandoah. He has 10 points, 4 twos. Lucas Mills has 4 points. AJ Dimmick has hit 2 threes. And Carson Rockwell has 2 points as well. The Shenandoah Raiders have a little bit of an edge on the Daleville Broncos, 13 rebounds. A couple of those rebounds have been offensive rebound scores or fouls where has allowed Shenandoah to get to the line. Daleville, when they went to their half-court trap, 1-3-1, 1-2-2, forced some more turnovers in the second period, and Shenandoah has 9 turnovers. So those are totals. One person for Shenandoah has 4 fouls, number 5, Cody. But for the most part, I think Daleville is in good shape. It's a tight game. Stats are pretty much even. It's going to come down. Daleville came out, was a little cold early, but once they started getting some inside touches and getting to the line, attacking the basket, particularly Travion Johnson, kind of ignited the Broncos. When you look at Shenandoah has done their damage on the boards, and they've had a couple people that have got loose on threes in against the trap. But this is an excellent high school basketball game for the first game. There's been some turnovers, but for the most part, the team started to settle down a little bit in the middle of the second period. So that's all we have right now. We'll be back at the end of the game with the final stats. I'm going to turn it back over to Mr. Rob Kerr.
Thanks, Scott, for those halftime statistics, much needed. And Broncos, as we said, trail it by 1. And one interesting tidbit that I did find as I was preparing for this ball game, Daleville is looking for their first victory over the Shenandoah Raiders since, if I'm not mistaken, the opening game of the 2012-2013 season. So it's been nearly a decade since the Broncos have gotten a win over the Raiders. It would be a sweet one if they could pull that off tonight. We're going to take a couple more minute break and then be back with second half action. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. We are back here at Delville High School. We're just about getting ready to get things started here in the third quarter of play. And Shenandoah holds a 1 point, 29-28 lead. Broncos held a lead for a good portion of the latter half, I would say, of the second quarter, but Shenandoah was able to go back up on top at the very end. Daleville outscored Shenandoah 21-19 there in the second quarter after Shenandoah came out to take a 10-7 lead at the first quarter break. Bronco basketball, they're back with it. They come back with Wilson, Leisure, Johnson, Adams, and Scott. Shenandoah Shenandoah's back with their starting lineup, but one of their starters has 4 fouls. Leisure's with the basketball between the circles, goes left elbow with it to Johnson, down the baseline to Adams. Adams looks back out on top to Leisure between the circles, near side to Scott. They work it around the perimeter to Johnson, back to Scott, back to Leisure. Leisure. Scott, let's fly with a three-pointer off the iron, no. Loose spot for Wilson with the rebound, gets it out to Merrick Adams, goes to Leisure left wing. They skip it across to Johnson. Johnson's three-pointer's up and good. Travion Johnson with a three. Puts Travion into double figures with 10 points here in the early going of quarter number 2. Broncos lead it now by 2. Stevens with it now, working against the Bronco 2-3 zone. They go high post with it. They come back out to Stevens. Now it goes to Demick. Demick has it knocked away and stolen away by Scott. Gives it inside to Leisure. His round lane's up and good. They said that was stolen away from Demick. It was actually Brookbank who lost it. Didn't want to give the turnover to the wrong person there. Up with it now for Shenandoah is Stevens. Broncos look to be possibly in a box and one. Shenandoah now gives it off high right side to Stevens down the baseline to Brookbank. His three-pointer rattles around and falls in. Makes it a 33-32 lead. Leisure drives the lane, puts up a shot, no good, and they're going to get Camden, I believe, with the offensive foul. Broncos lead it by 1, had an opportunity to extend it. Unable to do so. Stevens with it. After the ball was triggered in by Brookbank. Broncos still in what appears to be a box and 1 on Campbell. Shenandoah. Travion Johnson is guarding him, shadowing him. He nearly steals it as they try to give it off to Campbell, but it's knocked out of bounds. Shenandoah ball. Campbell will trigger it in the backcourt to Stevens. Stevens now between the circles. Goes near side with it. Now they go down inside they kick it out now to Stevens. His three-pointers off the iron. Rattles around and falls in. Puts Shenandoah back up on top by 2. Leisure with it now to Travion Johnson. Johnson's long three-pointer. Rims in and out, no good. Rebound. Broncos tip it out. Merrick Adams with it right wing. He lets fly with the threes up and good. Merrick Adams puts Delville back up on top by a 36-35 count. Stevens with it. Looks, dribbles into the trap, goes baseline to Brookbank. Brookbank brings the trap in the corner, goes down inside to Campbell. Campbell on the left block, puts it up off, no good. Rebound's pulled down by Mills, but it's knocked out of bounds. They say last touch by Mills gives the Broncos possession with a 1-point lead. Leisure walks into the front court as we near the 5-minute mark here, quarter number 3. High left side, it goes to Travion Johnson. Johnson looking against Brookbank. Step back 3 off the iron, off the backboard. No good. Rebound cleared off by Campbell of Shenandoah. Broncos look to maybe try to work it for a little bit better shot the next time down as they fly with a couple of quick 3-points. Shenandoah working against the Bronco. Half-court trap goes down. They find Campbell down on the baseline. He puts up a close-in shot. No good. Rebounds loose and fought for. Picked up by Stevens now between the circles. He penetrates the lane, puts up a runner. No good, but he's going to draw a foul. Foul goes against Camden Leisure. His second. Team's second of the half. Stevens will go to the line. Free throw rattles around and falls in. Knocks things up at 36. Second free throw's up and good. Makes it a 37-36 Shenandoah lead. Leisure up with it quickly. Gives it off to Travion Johnson. Johnson penetrates, kicks it back to Leisure. Leisure tries to go down the baseline, but has it knocked away and stolen away. Up with it for Shenandoah is Campbell. Campbell, right side, looks, gives it back to Zodi. Down on the baseline, it goes to Brookbank. His three-pointers off the front iron. No. Rebound scored off by Travion Johnson. Johnson brings it up himself, goes the length, step through. Nice move by Travion Johnson to the basket to score, putting Daleville on top, 38-37. Broncos in a half-court trap now. Stevens into front court. Looks, skips it over to Mills. Mills, 35 feet from the basket. He's trapped, high right side, dribbles out of the trap, goes inside to Campbell. His turnaround jump shot in the lane is up and good. Puts Shenandoah back up off top. Leisure up with it quickly, penetrates into the lane, kicks it out. Scott's long three-pointers, nothing but the back of the net. Makes it a 41-39 Daleville lead. Stevens goes down the baseline to Zodi. Zodi tries to go inside, but makes a bad pass inside the Mills. Is stolen away by Daleville's Wilson. They give it off to Leisure. Leisure penetrates, nice crossover dribble into the lane, puts up a shot, no good. But Camden's going to go to the line with a chance to put Daleville up on top by 4 if he can connect on both of these free throws. Leisure's first free throw is up and good. Got a whistle. Shenandoah timeout as Coach McCall wants to talk things over as Raiders have fallen behind by 3 and possibly 4 if Leisure could knock down his free throw. We'll take a short break and listen to Bronco basketball going off lights. Camden Leisure readies his second free throw. It's up and good. Puts Daleville up by a 43-39 count here at the 3:30 mark of quarter number 3. Shenandoah breaks the pressure, gives it up to Mills, high right side. They go down the baseline to Brookbank. Brookbank being pressured, goes inside to Mills. Mills reverse layup blocked away, but they're going to get Camden Leisure with the foul. And we'll see how many that's on Cameron. Or Camden, I should say. That is Camden's third. Team's third. First free throw by Mills is up and good. Mills ready as the second free throw. It's also good. It's a 43-41 contest. Now Shenandoah picks up with some full court pressure. Zone press. The Broncos beat it. They go down on the baseline with it to Wilson. Get it back out on top of Leisure. Near side to down on the baseline now to Adams. His three-pointer's no good. Rebound's cleared off by Stevens of Shenandoah. He's up with it quickly. Puts up a right on the lane. No good. Rebound's cleared off by Travion Johnson. Johnson brings it up himself. Goes left side with it to Scott. He drives left baseline. Pull-up jump shot off the iron. No. Loose ball fought for. Picked up by Stevens of Shenandoah. He's up with the quick winner to get Robert Wilson with the reach-in foul. And that will allow Shenandoah to maintain possession as it was not in the active shooting. Crabbe enters the lineup for Daleville, replacing Robert Wilson. Stevens going to trigger the ball in bounds for Shenandoah, guarded closely by Scott on the inbounds. He lobs it in to Mills. Mills between the circles, looking, goes high right side with it now to Brookbank. Brookbank to Mills. Mills thinks about a straight their shot, gives it off to Campbell. Campbell drives left side, picks up his dribble, looking now gets it on top of Brookbank. Brookbank skips it over to Zodi. Zodi's three-pointer baseline in and out and falls in. Big free there with Shenandoah on top, 44-43. As Leisure is up with it quickly. He tries to get inside the Crabbe, and it's knocked away and stolen away by Shenandoah. Up with it quickly is Stevens. He puts it up, no good, but grabs his own rebound. It's loose on the floor. They go inside the Brookbank. Brookbank puts it up and scores. Puts Shenandoah back up by three now. Up with it quickly is Leisure. Leisure into the lane, and they're going to get a blocking foul against Zodi. Broncos are fortunate there, as it could have gone either way, but it goes against Shenandoah. And that is Jordan Zodi's fifth foul, so he'll sit down. Broncos will have the ball out of bounds underneath their own basket. Entering the lineup for Shenandoah once again is A.J. Dummick. So it's Bronco basketball, 2:03 to play here, quarter number 3. They trail it by 3. Cameron Leisure will trigger the ball in bounds underneath his own basket. He gets it into Scott. Scott's three-pointer, too strong. Rebound's cleared off by Brookbank of Shenandoah. Gives it off to Demick. Now down the baseline it goes to Mills. Mills 18-footer, no good. Rebound cleared off by Merrick of Daleville. Gives it off to Leisure. Leisure gives it off to Travion Johnson. And Johnson step back three-pointer puts the Broncos back up by 1. Shenandoah breaks the Bronco press. They go down the baseline to Mills. Mills throws it out on top of Brookbank, but he goes off his fingertips and out of bounds, gives the ball back over to Daleville. Camden Leisure will trigger it in. Travion Johnson, I should say, triggered it in to Leisure. Goes high left side with it to Merrick. Near side now to Johnson. Johnson with another three off the iron. No. Rebound's cleared off by Brookbank of Shenandoah. Nearly stolen away. But up with it for Raiders as Stevens goes left baseline with it. Down to Demick. Has it knocked away, but it's picked up by Stevens. Stevens being pressured by Merrick. Adams. And we got a whistle and a foul call in the backcourt against Merrick Adams of Daleville. That's Adams' first. 5th foul of the half on the Broncos. Shenandoah with only 2. They get the ball in bounds. They go inside to Campbell. Campbell's turnaround jump shot in the lane is up and good. It's at 48-46. Shenandoah lead here with 45 seconds to go in quarter number 3. Leisure with it. Goes high right side to Adams. Adams back to Leisure. Leisure goes left wing to Scott. Scott looks. Near side it comes to Adam. Adams with some room. Let's fly with a 3. He buries it. And that puts Daleville on top 49-48 here with 25 seconds to play. Quarter number 3. Broncos in the half-court trap now. Shenandoah being patient against it. Still not across the 10-second line. Finally, Stevens is across the line. They go down inside to Campbell. Campbell picks up the scores. Shenandoah with a nice job of breaking the half-court trap and converting. They go back up on top by a 50-49 count. Here, 5 seconds to go. Left side it goes. Long three-pointer is too strong there by Scott. Out of bounds as the horn sings. The Shenandoah Raiders will take a 50-49 score here into the 4th quarter of play. We're going to take a short break. You're listening to Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics.
50-49 your score. Really a pretty even ball game here as both teams scored 21 points there in the third quarter to allow Shenandoah to hold on to that same 1 point lead that they held at the end of the half. They maintain that here at the end of the 3 quarters of play. Broncos are back on the floor. We've got Scott, Merrick, Adams, Johnson, Wilson, and Shenandoah will come back with the same lineup they've had. It's going to be Carson Brookbank to trigger the ball inbounds. He's looking to get it into either Stevens or Campbell. We do have a substitution. Get the ball inbounds to Campbell. He penetrates into the lane. Runner is up and good. That puts Shenandoah up by 3. So a big basket there by Campbell. And Daleville's been allowing Shenandoah to get to the basket a little bit too often here in the second half. Travion Johnson with it on the left side, skips across the near side to Scott. Scott's 15-foot fallaway jump shot off the front iron. No good. Rubin's cleared out. Cleared off by Stevens. Scott steals it from behind and forcing the fair pick up by Merrick Adams. Adams gets it up to Johnson. Johnson in the lane. Runner is up the field. He's fouled. Johnson going to the line with a chance to tie things up for Daleville. Johnson's free throw is up and good. Makes it a 52 contest. We'll see if Daleville can shore up their defense as they've been allowing Shenandoah to get to the basket a little bit too much here in the second half. Stevens penetrates into the lane. He kicks it off. Now it comes top of the key to Troxel. Troxel for Shenandoah. Gives it off to Stevens, but stolen away by Travion Johnson. Johnson's going to take it. He backs it out. Gives it out on top to Adams. Adams three's blocked away, and they're going to get a foul, so it looks like Merrick Adams is going to go to the line to shoot three shots with a chance to put Daleville back on top by 3 if he can connect on all of them. First free throw is up and good. Substitution. Troxel will sit back down for Shenandoah. Back into the lineup for the Raiders is Lucas Mills. Second free throw is up and good also. And apparently, at just 2 points, I thought they were going to give him 3. But apparently, it was inside the line. So Broncos lead it by 2. Broncos pick up a little bit of token pressure. Finally, they back off Daleville and man-to-man defense to see if they can keep the Raiders from getting to the rim. Campbell with it high left side. Gets it out on top now to they go near side Campbell with it. Campbell looks, penetrates, pull up 16-footer straight away off the front line. No good, but Campbell gets his own rebound, puts up a run in the lane. It's up and good, and he'll go to the line. So a big bucket there for Shenandoah's Jasper Campbell. Second offensive putback for Campbell in the ball game. He's got a chance to have a 3-point play, which he connects it, puts Shenandoah up on top, 55-54, 6:28 to go in the ball game. Camden Legion working against the half-court zone defense of Shenandoah, it looks like. Now, actually, they're in man. They go left baseline, 3-pointer by Adams is up too hard off the back iron, no good. Broncos with a fairly quick shot there, unable to connect. Campbell with it now for Shenandoah. Raiders hold a 1-point lead. Campbell penetrates, picks up his dribble, goes down the baseline to Demick. Now on top it goes, down the baseline to Campbell. They go top with it. 3-pointer is up off the back iron by Brookbank. It's no good. And we got a loose ball, and a foul is called against Shenandoah. That goes against Lucas Mills. It's his third, team's 5th. So Daleville with 6 fouls, Shenandoah with 5 as we move closer to the 1-on-1. Shenandoah with a fairly large rebound advantage, which is telling as Daleville has been able to stay in the ball game even with that big 10 rebound advantage over the Broncos. Daleville with it now. Scott, high left side. Goes high left side to Leisure. Now down the baseline. 3-pointer by Merrick Adams is good. A big 3-pointer there puts Daleville on top by 2 as we down to the 5:20 mark of quarter number 4. Stevens in the front court, working against the man-to-man defense. He drives right side, gets within about 5 feet of the basket, but kicks it back out to Campbell. They're working around the perimeter. Demick with it. Goes down to Campbell. Campbell, runner into the lane. He dumps it off inside to point-blank shot for Brookbank is no good. Rebound's cleared off by Daleville. Leisure up with it quickly. They go down to Scott, back to Leisure. See if Broncos can work it for a good shot here, working against the Shenandoah man-to-man defense. They come high right side to Merrick Adams. Broncos appear to be in no hurry. Scott with it now. Leisure, 40 feet from the basket. Now Adams right side to Johnson, back to Adams, back to Leisure, back to Scott. Scott, high left side, holds on to it. Broncos in no hurry. Milk a little bit of time off the clock here. Shenandoah comes out, puts on some pressure. And we got a whistle. Reach-in foul against Stevens and Shenandoah. Neither team in the bonus yet, so it'll be Daleville basketball in front of their own bench. They get the ball inbounds to Camden Leisure in the backcourt. Leisure there, comes near side with an Adams, back to Leisure, who penetrates to Scott. High comes to Adams. Adams, now Shenandoah on a 1-3-1 half-court soft trap, it appears. They skip across the Leisure high left side. He skips it to Travion Johnson, now on top of Scott. Scott, 25 feet from the basket. He backs it back out. Being pressured. Adams, he penetrates, finds Robert Wilson down inside, but Wilson misses the short shot. Rebound's cleared off by Shenandoah. Broncos work the ball well, unable to convert there. Stevens with the high right side to Shenandoah. Being pressured by Wilson. And got a whistle. An offensive foul against Shenandoah. I really didn't see that, but we'll take the call. Gives the ball back to Daleville, and that is the 7th foul of the half against Shenandoah. Broncos with it, still not shooting. Player control foul apparently. Leisure with it, goes high left side to Scott. 35 feet from the basket. Broncos working the ball a long way from the basket for most of these possessions here of late. Nice trap, skips across to Travion Johnson. Broncos in no hurry. They hold that 2-point lead. Leisure now, the baseline 3-pointer, in and out, no good. Rebound cleared off by Mills of Shenandoah. That one would have brought the house down if it would have fallen. Campbell into the front court. Working against the Bronco man-to-man defense. Campbell uses the ball screen, picks up his dribble, goes to Mills, high right side. Mills looking, goes to Demick. Demick working against pressure, gives it off to Campbell. Campbell being guarded by Travion Johnson. Campbell straight away, crossover dribble, backs it back out, uses the ball screen now. Not much ball movement here by Shenandoah of late. They give it off to Demick. Demick penetrates, pass fake into the lane, runner up off the rim, no good. Cleared off by the Broncos. Camden Leisure with it now. 2:15 to go in the ball game. Broncos hold on to that scant 2-point lead. Leisure penetrates. He's going to get a reaching foul against Shenandoah. Looks like that's going to go against Demick, I believe. And that's Demick's 4th foul. And the 8th foul of the half against Shenandoah. So Camden Leisure will go line to shoot. Free throws up off the back iron, no good. Loose, fought for. Finally picked up by Robert Wilson. Gives it off to Adams. His three-pointer's no good. Rebound's cleared off by the Raiders. Stevens with it. Under 2 minutes to play here. Broncos hold on to a slight 2-point lead. Shenandoah with the basketball. Working against the Broncos man-to-man. Shenandoah, a little box set here. Stevens with it, drives left lane, looks. Goes down inside. They isolate Campbell, but it's knocked away. Picked up by Travion Johnson. Nice defense there by Daleville against the set play. Scott with it now. Goes high left side. They go down the baseline. Robert Wilson's 18-footer. No good. Rebound cleared off by Shenandoah. Stevens with it. 1:20 to go in the ball game. Stevens being guarded by Scott. High left side. He drives right side. We're going to get a reach-in foul against Wilson. And that, I believe, will send Shenandoah to ball. Jack Stevens will shoot one in bonus. Stevens' first free throw is up and good. Jack will look to knot things up at 57 all. Stevens 3 for 3 from the line here of late. Free throws hard off the back iron, no good. Broncos hold on to that slim 1-point lead. Camden Leisure in the backcourt. Down to 1 minute to go in the ball game. Leisure looking, finds Travion Johnson open inside. He puts up and scores. Puts the Broncos up by 3. As Leisure finds Johnson inside for a big bucket here. 45 seconds to go. They go high post with it to Mills. Mills spins, backs it back out. Near side, top of the key to Campbell. Campbell drives in the lane, puts up a run, blocked away by Travion Johnson. But they're going to get Johnson with the foul. Looked pretty clean, but they may have gotten him with the body there. And that would put Campbell to the line, as the Bronco fans are not happy with that call. Jasper Campbell will look to pull Shenandoah back within one if he can connect. First free throws up, rims in, no good. Campbell readies his second free throw. That one falls, makes it a 59-57 ball game. And we get a timeout on the court. So we'll take a short break. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. (59-57) your score. Daleville holds on to a 2-point lead. Shenandoah yet to break the huddle. We'll see what they line up with. So Shenandoah is going to pick up some full court pressure. Looks like man-to-man full court pressure. They leave the inbounder unguarded, but they pick everybody else up. Leisure will trigger the ball on bounds. Looking against pressure, has some trouble. Finally gets it into Scott, and Scott's fouled immediately by Brooklyn. So Dylan Scott will go to the line, and we're to the point now where Daleville can hit free throws. They're probably going to be able to win this game. If they can't, could be a different story. Dylan Scott will shoot the one bonus. Bill's first free throw, hard off the back iron, no good. Rebound's cleared off by Shenandoah. Brookbank gives it off to Stevens. Stevens being guarded by Scott. 25 seconds to go. Stevens penetrates into the lane. Drives, left baseline, puts up a reverse layup off the bottom of the backboard. No good. Rebound's cleared off by Adams. We've got a whistle. He's trapped underneath the basket. It's going to be a Daleville timeout, as they were in some trouble there. 59-57 your score, 16.9 seconds to go. Full timeout. We'll take a short break. You're listening to Bronco Basketball and Daleville Athletics. It's going to be Bronco basketball. They're going to have to go the length of the court. Shenandoah, no doubt, will pick up in full court pressure. Looks like they're going to match up man-to-man, I think. Yes. They leave the inbounder unguarded. Leisure will trigger it in. He's got Scott and Adams in the front court. Travion Johnson lined up here on the near side. Robert Wilson back far right. Leisure triggers the ball inbounds. Having trouble, and we got a whistle. We got a violation. 5-second count, I believe, gives the ball over to Shenandoah. So the Raiders, with 16.9 seconds, have possession of the basketball, a chance to tie or take the lead. Campbell will trigger the ball in bounds. Looking, gets it inside to Mills. Mills in the lane. It's tied up. We got a whistle. Jump ball call. No basket as the Shenandoah fans thought that the basket should have been scored, but they say it's a jump ball. So Broncos are fortunate there, but I think it was the right call. We got a whistle and another timeout by Daleville. So we'll take another short break to listen to Bronco basketball and Daleville Athletics. Daleville 59, Shenandoah 57. It's going to be the same situation. Daleville basketball working against the full court pressure by Shenandoah. Broncos still hold on to a 2-point lead. Leisure will trigger the ball in bounds. Shenandoah to man-to-man. They bring up Mills instead of having him back. Leisure looking, trouble getting it inbounds, finally getting it into Adams. Adams fouled at the 11.5-second mark. And as we said before, Daleville can knock down free throws. It'll make it real difficult with Shenandoah. If not, the Raiders will have a good shot. Adams with the all-important free throws. And this is the 10th foul, so he's shooting 2. First one's up, off the back iron, no good. Another important free throw by Merrick Adams. Eyes it and flies it, up and good. Gives the Broncos a 3-point lead here. 11.5 seconds. Broncos pick up in pressure. They need to not make any silly fouls. Campbell with it into the front court, drives all the way to basket, puts up a runner off the side of backcourt, no good. Rebound squared off by Daleville, and Shenandoah fouls, but Daleville with a 3-point lead, 1.6 seconds to go. Broncos are sitting pretty. Opportunity to knock off Shenandoah for the first time in nearly a decade. It'll be Dylan Scott to the line. Troxel enters the lineup for Shenandoah as Mills fouls out. Scott readies his first free throw. Off the back iron, no good. Dylan readies his second one. Up off the back iron, no good. We got a whistle and a timeout. They give Shenandoah a timeout. The clock says 0.4 seconds. We'll see if they put any time back on the clock or not. Officials confer. We'll take a short break and we'll come back for the last 0.4 of a second or possibly slightly longer. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Delaware Athletics. Back here at Delaware High School, the officials have put 1.2 seconds back on the clock. So Shenandoah will have the opportunity for a quick catch, maybe one dribble, and a shot here as all the Raiders line up in the front court. So Campbell's going to have to make what looks like it's going to be at least close to a half-court pass. Let's see what the Raiders' inbound play is. Daleville doesn't put anybody up on him. They get the ball. Looks like they're going to come in. They come in. Shot is up and no good. And the shot by Colt Carson did not fall. That gives the Broncos a 60-57 hard fought but sweet victory over their neighbors to the south, the Shenandoah Raiders. And with that, we'll take a break. We'll come back with some final numbers. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Delaware Athletics. back here at Delville High School, the Broncos have pulled off a big 60-57 victory over the Shenandoah Raiders. As I mentioned before, the first victory for Daleville over Shenandoah since the beginning of the 2012-2013 season. A good victory for first-year head coach Ashley Fouch, as she was able to get the win over the veteran coach Dave McCullough. Interesting game. Shenandoah, a strong program, a team that had a great deal of success last year, although they did lose at least 90% of their scoring, coming in with almost an entirely new ball club. But still, anytime that you can get a victory over Shenandoah, you have to feel pretty good. Daleville did some good things tonight. They outscored Shenandoah 11-7 there in the fourth quarter of play to erase what was a 1-point Shenandoah lead at the end of the third quarter to grab the 3-point victory. And both teams look somewhat young with some first game jitters and some first game mistakes, but still you can't minimize how big a victory for Daleville is over Shenandoah. We're going to take another short break and be back with your in-game scoring and statistics. You're listening to Bronco Basketball on Daleville Athletics. Back here at Daleville High School, Broncos with a 60-57 victory. We'll give it over to Scott Hudson for your final stats on tonight's ball game.
First, for the Daleville Broncos, Merck Adams had 18 points, and he was 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Camden Leisure, who did a lot of his damage in the first half, had 16 points, and he, of those 16 points, let's see, 7 of them came from the free throw line. Dylan Scott had 6 points, 2 threes, and the person who probably really came on in the second half was Travion Johnson, who had 20 points. He had 3 threes, couple blocks, really gave Daleville a lift. And then Robert Wilson, even though he did not score, he had some key rebounds. And Owen Crabb had 1 point on 1 free throw. The Daleville Broncos were 12 of 22 from the free throw line. They had 20 rebounds, and they really did a better job in the second half of taking care of the basketball with 10 turnovers. You look at the Shenandoah Raiders. Shenandoah Raiders were led by Jason Campbell with 24 points, inside player. Next, Jack Stevens had 13 points. Jordan Cody had 3 points. Lucas Mills had 6. A.J. Dimmick had 6 points, which were 2 threes he hit in the first half. Kind of hurt his ankle a little bit in the second half during the late in the third, early fourth, and didn't really attempt to shoot too much after that. Carson Brooklyn had 5 points. When you look at Shenandoah, they were 9 of 11 from the free throw line. They had 13 turnovers. They didn't do a great job in the second half. They had a few more turnovers than what Daleville did for the game. They did do a good job on the rebounds with 27 boards. They had their opportunities at the end of the game, but Daleville just stayed the course and found a way at the end. It was a game that could have gone either way, but it just felt like the emotion of the crowd and just the Daleville really played well at the end. So I'm going to turn it back over to Coach Curry.
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate those statistics that you've given us. Again, Broncos with a 60-57 victory over the Shenandoah Raiders. And as Coach Hudson pointed out, 3 Bronco players in double figures, led by Travion Johnson's 20. He had a big second half, but a well-played game by several Bronco players. I've got to be pleased with the outcome. The victory for tonight runs their record to 1-0 here earlier in the season. Shenandoah falls to 0-1, and obviously they'd have the same Mid-Eastern Conference record. So a big Mid-Eastern Conference victory for Daleville gives the Broncos a chance to be in that race with a victory over Shenandoah here in the early going. Broncos oftentimes losing a couple games early, they're kind of find themselves out of the conference race. But this win to start the conference season as well as the regular season is big for their chances, not only to have a nice record overall, but also to have a good record in the conference. We're just about done here. We're going to wrap things up. Shenandoah does host Blue River in a Mid-Eastern Conference game this coming Saturday, November 27th. Daleville is off until next Friday night when they host Monroe Central in a conference game. And then they also host Elwood next Saturday night. So a week from this weekend, Broncos have 2 home games, the first being a conference game. That's going to just about do it from here. We'll see you next time. Good evening, everyone.